Alrighty, it's Claire. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming at you barefaced with a full review and demo Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation. I want to do a full tutorial on it for you guys. I promised on Instagram that I would do it, and if you guys aren't following me, I am at Claire Ashley Beauty on Instagram. That's always a good way to gauge whether or not you guys want to see certain videos, so make sure you guys are following me on there. The product I'm going to be showing you guys today is from the drugstore, so that is my first favorite thing about this product, is that it is budget friendly, and I love my drugstore foundations. It is kind of a crazy formula because it states that it is hydrating but matte as well, and when I first got it I was like, no way they can make a combination with those two adjectives in the same product. I have really dry skin, so I was really drawn to something that says hydrating, but I also like a matte finish, and I feel like I cannot always get the best of both worlds in a foundation, so that really drew me in to this product. As you can see, it comes into a little tube like this, a squeezy bottle, and you can also have the option of buying this little guy here. It looks like a little beauty blender on the edge of a stick. I've seen a lot of people use this in different ways, not only for this foundation, but for concealer and for baking. They recommend to dampen this, which I already did, kind of like you do for a beauty blender, so that the product looks a little bit more like skin. Right off the tube it says fresh, new, and flawless. Dream Velvet whips and fresh gel into a velvet soft texture. Complexion is perfected and smoothed out with soft matte finish, just like velvet. Skin feels fresh with lasting hydration. And right now I have zero makeup on. In fact, I just worked out and threw my hair up in a bun. I did wash my face and put a tiny bit of moisturizer just to nourish my skin, because you guys know I have really dry skin and that I do have some acne scarring in here on the sides of my face. You guys saw it in my last skincare video, and then I also have a little bit of melasma above the lip and on the center of the face. So foundation, you guys are really gonna be able to tell the coverage as soon as I apply it and see how my scars show through, and we're really gonna test this out right now. Let's do this Maybelline Dream Velvet. Here I am gonna go in with the shade number 15, and this is called Ivory, and this may seem a little light in the bottle or just by the name with my skin tone, but with drugstore foundations I find that a lot tend to oxidize on my skin tone, so I always go a shade or two lighter than what I actually think I am, so that when it does darken, it darkens to my skin tone color as best as it can. Taking this on the back of my hand, as it says, it's a very gel whipped texture style foundation like that. It does have a little bit of a cool temperature to it, so it is very like refreshing feeling, and especially when it hits your skin. Picking this up with my Dream Blender sponge and going to start depositing it on the center of my face. This is definitely smaller than the Beauty Blender. It probably will take more time than applying it with the size of a Beauty Blender sponge, but the shape does allow for you to get in the nooks and crannies of your face, like underneath the eyes or around the nose. You definitely can use this type of foundation with a stippling brush or a foundation brush, or just your fingers as well. And they claim it's a medium coverage foundation. I think you can build it to full if you really wanted to, and if you use concealer with this, I think you can really get a nice full coverage effect. It's really easy to blend into the skin, and I just really like that it doesn't look caked on, and I think that by dampening this really helps that technique. And you can see that Ivory actually works. It might even be a little warm for my skin tone, and this isn't my usual color, but I'm telling you, it definitely warms up and oxidizes on the skin, so you just kind of want to look out for that. So here's what we're working with. So far we have nothing on this side, and this is what my skin looks like. As you can see, my skin looks like skin still, which I really like about this. I have dry skin, so it just blended into my skin really well. I can't tell that this is foundation. The color is just a little warm. The finish is really nice. I like this a lot. I actually wouldn't call it matte at all. I know they said it's a soft matte, but I think it looks really nice. I look like my skin looks flawless on this side, and it's not too heavy, so really impressed with that. I'm gonna continue on the other side and see what it looks like all together. I will say that was a good amount of product I used to take up half my face, so if you do want a fuller coverage, you are required to use kind of a lot of product, but if you don't have acne scarring, This is just gonna be an easy way to have your skin looking flawless if you have minimal skin concerns. I really like to cover this spot here. The more you push it in, it's more full coverage. Going too fast, I can't even control my hand. I'm looking at it and I definitely feel like it would need to be set with powder if you have oily skin. I can see like, still, it's not that matte to me. I see more hydrated skin, which I love. I think that looks so much more natural. I look like an even canvas now from when I started in the beginning of the video. I'm really enjoying the way this looks right now, that it's budget friendly, that it is medium. I would say more of a medium coverage foundation that could be builded on. Has 12 shades, and then it is says it's made for more normal to combination skin, but I think you can make it work for you by either adding powders or primers if you have oily skin, and if you have dry skin, to just build it to the coverage you'd like and just kind of rock that more glowy look that it's giving me personally right now. Hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to give it 2 thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more videos and reviews like this. Thank you all so much for joining me here as always. Make sure again to follow me on Instagram. My handle is right here. To engage with me, that's the best way to engage with me, is on Instagram, and I'm always asking and surveying what you guys want to see next on there. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.